Hello everybody and welcome back to Chef Sherry's Plant-Based Kitchen. I want to tell you about my friend Kim Campbell, who is the author of the Plant Pure Nation cookbook and also part of that wonderful organization, Plant Pure Nation, which has groups all over the world that help people to learn about plant-based nutrition and how to change to this way of living. And Kim is a wonderful cook. I've used some of her recipes before in my demonstrations, and today I'm going to do one that she gave to me personally. This is not in her book. She said this is even better than the one she had in her book, and what it is, it's a spinach artichoke dip. I remember growing up that this was one of my favorite things, to get some nice pumpernickel bread or some veggies and to dip it into that spinach artichoke dip. But this one has no dairy, it has nothing bad for you in it, just all whole foods. So it's amazing, and I want you to enjoy it as much as I do, especially with holidays coming up. You know, you need a really good appetizer that people are going to be drawn to, and I promise you there will not be a drop of it left in the bowl once you bring this to a party. Okay, so let me show you what to do. This takes a little bit longer than some of our recipes because there are different steps. But I did prep work because that is the key to making it simple. So the filling that's going to go into our spinach artichoke dip is going to be 2 cups of spinach that I used frozen spinach. This was one big bag, I think 16 ounces. And I just squeezed the water out of it and chopped it up into little pieces. I've got a 1/2 cup of red onion cut up real small, 3 cloves of garlic that I minced, 1 can of artichoke hearts, again, that you chop into small pieces, and my spices, which only are black pepper and salt. And I'm going to put that aside. This is the last step, but it's ready to go, so we don't have to think about it. But the main thing we're going to do is we're going to blend the cheese sauce ingredients in our Vitamix, and then we're going to walk over to my stove, and it's going to take about 5 minutes. I'm going to show you how it starts to come together and get lumpy, and it's like a cheese, that you would put into your spinach artichoke dip. It's sort of a cool process, so hang in there with me, and let's get this sauce made. First thing we're going to add in, 1/2 cup of raw cashews. Next thing we're going to add in is 1½ cups of plant milk. I use soy milk, but use whatever unsweetened plant milk you like. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add 2 tablespoons of white miso paste. And if you wouldn't mind showing some of the ingredients over here, Dale, this is what's going into it. So there goes our miso, okay? Now we can come back over here and I'll show you what's next. Our tapioca flour. This is what's going to make it be sticky and blend together. It's like magic, this tapioca flour. Next, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, followed by some garlic powder and onion powder, which I've already pre-measured. And by the way, I will post Kim's recipe on the description section on my YouTube channel, so no need to worry about remembering what I'm putting in right now. And last but not least is some lemon juice. Here we go. We need 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, so there we go. That's pretty easy. It's just getting everything out and pre-measured, and once you do that, you're good to go. So let me make this neat here by getting rid of some of this stuff. Okay, we are good to go. So let us blend it up. Make sure I've got everything in there. Yes, everything. I always double check before I turn this on. I don't even know if we're going to need this plunger. We may just be able to blend it. My countdown. Whoops, that was a countdown. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's ready. So if you follow me over here, Dale, we're going to start to make the magic happen with this sauce. I've got my pan here. I'm going to turn this on. Let's see what it says to cook it on. Okay, let's see. Medium heat. Okay, let me get it on medium. And I'm going to take my whisk And you'll have to watch closely, but as this heats up, it's going to get clumpy. You'll see what happens. Okay, so we're just going to keep whisking it up, and I'm going to look at my instructions to make sure I'm doing this right. It says whisk the cheese mixture over medium heat until thick and bubbly. It will appear to get lumpy, but if you are patient, it will become evenly thickened and stretch within 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm looking at my clock. We've got 5 minutes with this, so bear with me. So Dale and I have something really fun coming up. I have never been to Europe, and we are very blessed that we're going on a vegan trip to Italy. We're going to be leaving soon, and I'm so excited. And we're going with a group called Veg, Jaunts, and Journeys, and it's headed up by a woman whose name is Kim. And can you pronounce her last name?
Giovacco.
Kim Giovacco. Kim has been running this tour company for plant-based eaters for I think over 20 years, she said. And it's our first time ever doing something like this. I think there'll be a group of 8 of us. We'll be going to Rome, Florence, and Venice. And then trips around those areas as well. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to be really cool. I think being on an airplane won't be so cool with the mask on, but we'll get there, right? Want to try to be as safe as we can be so that we don't get sick. Okay, I'm just looking at this now. So Dale, what are you looking forward to when we get to Italy? What do you think will be interesting for you?
I think all the structures, just the local culture and some of the artwork.
Yeah.
And sculptures and that sort of thing.
Right. What about the food?
Food too.
You forgot the food.
Well, I love pasta, so
oh my
it's
gosh.
a natural.
Yeah. They've got all these plant-based restaurants they're taking us to, so it should be very, very interesting, right? I can't wait. And then we'll see. I'll let you know how the trip went, and I've heard just nothing but good things about Kim and how she runs her tours, so should be fun. Now I can feel it's getting stretchy. I can feel it. You can't see it as I'm doing it, but it's definitely getting, oh, there's some lumps. We see the lumps. So if we stay with it, make sure it's only on medium heat. Yeah, here it comes. The lumps are coming. Can you get in there, Dale, and see a little bit? I'm trying to show what the lumpies look like. You just have to keep going, she said, until it's evenly thickened and stretchy. So it's getting there, I can see that. Yes. Now I think what we're going to do, we don't even need another bowl. You just use this when we're going to add our filling ingredients. Once I get it all thickened up here, now it's really lumpy. Can you see that? Just want to show you the stages you go through. Do not be discouraged, keep going. Okay, I'm just going to turn it down just a little. Yeah, it's really getting thick, look. Yeah. She said, keep going, even if it's lumpy, don't stop stirring with the whisk, which I'm not doing. So once those lumps are out, I think it's done. It didn't take 5 minutes, did it? That was fast. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to just check it. See it? Look at that. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. It's evenly stretchy and all that. So we're just going to do this, and I'm going to take it off of here. Now, the next thing she says to do, and I want to make sure I get it right, we're just going to fold the filling ingredients into this, and then we're going to put it into a baking dish. So let me just get rid of my whisk, because now we're moving on to a folder. Okay, so let me get all my stuff over here. We're going to add in, fold in. You see how quickly it goes when you get everything cut up ahead of time? It really isn't such a big deal. Okay, so here we go. Let's take our spinach. There goes our spinach. And some red onions. And our artichokes. Oh boy, we haven't had this in a long time, have we?
Mm-mm.
Long time. We haven't exactly been doing a lot of entertaining during COVID, that's for sure. But hopefully that is coming to an end, and we'll start to do more of that. And then I think the seasonings that we're adding in are just the salt and the pepper. A little bit. Look how easy. Now let's start to fold it in. Ooh, pretty. And then we're going to bake it in an oven-proof baking dish. And I'll tell you how long. I set the oven for 350. Can you see how beautiful that is? It's so colorful too with the red onion. And it is very stretchy because of the tapioca flour. It gives it that stretchy, cheese-like feeling. Look at that. That's done. This is a good amount. It'll be good for, you know, a crowd of 6 to 8 people. You can always double it if you're having more than that, but there we go. Now I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to show you how I just put this into my bowl, baking dish. Oh, I don't like to make a mess. I'm sort of making a mess. I'll wipe that down before we bake it so it doesn't burn on there. Okay, I'm just going to get all this out. Okay, so what I'm going to do to make this a little neater, wipe that off. Wipe that off, okay. I'm going to flatten this out a little so it's evenly distributed. Look how pretty that is. So you stick it in the oven for, let's see what it says, 20 minutes. And she says you might want to stir it halfway through just to mix it up. I don't think I've ever stirred it though. I just let it cook. And it doesn't have to be covered. Okay, and then we broil it for then after that, broil it for 3 minutes. So 20 minutes at 350, broil it so you get it nice and brown on top, and then serve it with pumpernickel bread or veggies or some chips, whatever you like to serve this with. So let me put it in the oven. There it goes. All right, we'll see you in 20 minutes. Let's set that. Perfect. So enjoy your spinach artichoke dip as we start to entertain for the holidays this fall and this winter. And I will be back from Italy and I'll tell you all about our trip when we get home. And have a wonderful day, everybody. See you next time in my kitchen.